everyone, my name is Tori and today's video is going to be my November empties. So all of the products that I used up in the month of November. So let's go ahead and get started. So first up I have some gentle foaming hand soap from Bath & Body Works. I have it in the fragrance Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte and Pumpkin Apple. Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte has creamy pumpkin, toasted marshmallow, warm praline, so very warm and cozy and sweet. And the pumpkin apple one is red delicious apple, fall, pumpkin, and clove buds, so very fall appropriate. I love both of these fragrances. I like the Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte like a lot in the soap, and I also really like it in the shower gel. And I really love the pumpkin apple in the soap, and I really like it in the candle as well. So both of these are really great fall fragrances for me. I really enjoyed these, and I would definitely repurchase again next year. Next in here I have a shower gel, and this is from Bath & Body Works, and this is in the fragrance Velvet Sugar. And Velvet Sugar I think may be a retired fragrance, like I think you can only get it online now or something. But I've seen it in stores kind of in and out here and there. But the notes in this are red velvet cream, golden plum laced with a swirl of sugared musk, pink jasmine, and wild strawberries. So this is definitely very sweet. It's a little perfumey. I really enjoyed this, but it's still warm, but it was nice. Very feminine, but I really liked this one. It kind of reminds me of Amber Blush, which is one of my favorites from Bath & Body Works. So this is kind of like right up there with that one, and maybe 1,000 Wishes. I feel like I would put those all in the same group, but I really enjoyed this shower gel. I would definitely repurchase this fragrance again. Staying on the fragrance train, I have a perfume that I finished, and this is the fragrance Daisy by Marc Jacobs. I think this is the Twinkle version, I think. I got this as a gift for my birthday, and first of all, the bottle is just, it's gorgeous. It's so much fun. It is a little big and kind of bulky because it takes up a lot of room because of this huge cap on it, but I just thought this was so pretty sitting out on my vanity. It smells so good. It smells like the original Daisy, but with something extra. And I don't have the fragrance notes in front of me, and I can't really describe it. I mean, it's like floral and with a hint of fruit. I don't know. It smells really good. It's very fresh. I think if you are a fan of the Marc Jacobs Daisy line, then you would like this. It's a fun twist on it. I really just wanted it because the bottle was purple. I really wanted to try, they also had like a pink line they came out with where they took the same fragrances and put like a pink twist on them. And then they did the same thing with purple. So I don't know what the fragrance is that they put in this to make it different, but I'm not the biggest fan of the original Daisy, but I like this Daisy with whatever fragrance note was added to it. I would repurchase this again. I thought it was really good. Next up in here I have 3 travel size dry shampoos, and these are all the Batiste dry shampoos. One of them is in the classic fragrance and the other 2 are in the blush fragrance. I think I got 2 travel size Batiste sets for Christmas. I think it was last year. So I travel with these. I love to keep one of these maybe in my purse, or if I'm, going on a trip, traveling, I will take a smaller one so I don't have to take the big can with me. And I really like these, but the thing with travel size products is when you take them and use them when you're traveling, I feel like you don't, and you don't use the whole thing, then you come back and you have like an awkward amount of product left and it's not enough to take on another trip. So I don't know. That's why I went back and reused or used up the ones that I had traveled with, because I had like awkward amounts of product in a couple of these travel size. So anyway, I really love this. This is my favorite dry shampoo of all time. You already know this. We're not surprised, but yeah, love these. Next up, we have the Yes to Cucumbers Soothing Hypoallergenic Facial Wipes. These are makeup removing wipes, and they are my favorite because they have the plastic door, which keeps them nice and moist. It just never gets old, Next up in here, I have another hair care product, and this is also a travel size. This is the Professional Sebastian Shaper Plus. Is that how you say it? This is just a hairspray. I got this as a travel size, I think at Ulta, and I used this to travel with, I think, when I went to Greece and probably somewhere else. I've had this for a while. I like this hairspray. It smells like hairspray, like the stereotypical hairspray smell. You know what I mean? So if you wear this and then for some reason your hair gets wet or something, or if you catch a whiff in the wind, it's like, oh, that's hairspray. you know? Hairspray's fine. It works well. But I probably wouldn't purchase the full size of this just because there's other ones that are at least less expensive that I like just as much and that don't smell like hairspray. More hair care. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Conditioner in the jumbo size with the pump on it. I also have the shampoo in this jumbo size that I'm almost finished with, and I love shampoo and conditioners that have a pump on it. I just feel like it's so much more efficient and just easier in the shower. But yeah, I really like this. This was a really great shampoo. I mean, I don't necessarily think it was the best that I ever used. So for the price, I don't know if I would repurchase it, only because I like the Herbal Essences moisture one, and it's like coconut in the blue bottle. I love that, and it's like way less expensive than this. I did, however, get another set of this in like the Restore line. I think it's the Color Treated Hair line, because my best friend who does my hair, she's a hairstylist, so I have the jumbo sizes in my shower basically because I am able to get it from her at a discount. But other than that, I don't know if I would buy this again, just because I feel like I could get a similar result with a less expensive product, though I do really like it. More hair care. So this next thing is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In for Blondes. So it's just like a leave-in conditioner type of thing. It says it does like all these different things, 10 things. It tones your hair and thermal protector, seals cuticle, all sorts of stuff. And this is pretty much the only product that I use on my hair. And as soon as I'm out, I always just buy another one. So I'm already using another one of these. I have gone through several of these. I've completely lost count. This is probably my favorite hair care product that I've ever used. It is on the more expensive side, I think. It's about $20 for one of these. It does last me a while. I just spray it on my hair when I get out of the shower. I love it. I love this product. I usually get it at Ulta with a coupon, so it's not as bad. But it's more expensive. But for me, it's worth it because I feel like it's pretty much the only thing that I use on my hair. I'm not really big into like hair care products. As you can see, my hair is not like, there's not a lot happening here, so I don't do much to it. So I really just need like a dry shampoo and a hairspray and then this, so I'm good to go. But I really enjoy this product, and I have already repurchased it and probably will continue to repurchase it until I find something else that I like. Next thing in here is, of course, an Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. I have one of these every so often, as I go through these pretty quickly. I can't get this to focus. It won't focus. It has the skinny micro brow pencil on one side, and then it has the spoolie on the other, and I love this pencil. It's just, it works really well for me because I love the shade match of it, and I also love how precise it is. I am not very great at brows, and this is really helpful to help me not be as bad at it. They are just so expensive, and I feel like I go through these so quickly, so I get these when they go on sale and stock up, and then once they're out, then I go back to some other drugstore brands. So there is a drugstore brand I want to try. I think it's the new CoverGirl one, maybe the L'Oreal one. There's a couple of different ones that I want to try at the drugstore. So we'll see. I want to try to find something that I like better than this, just because this is so expensive, and it's hard for me to justify $20 on a product that I go through so quickly. But I love it. Next in here, I have the Vaseline Lip Therapy in Creme Brûlée, and this I use on my lips every night. I kind of rotate it in and out with the next product that I'll talk about in a second. It smells, yeah, it smells really good. It's like a very light, sweet scent. It's really nice. It's super hydrating, right? Because it's Vaseline. It's like pure Vaseline. I really like this, and it's very inexpensive, so it's super affordable for me, and I really like to use this. I feel like it's just as good as a high-end expensive lip balm. I mean, I do have like one of my favorite lip balms is by the brand Fresh, and you get so much more product for your money with this, and I feel like I could probably interchange the two products and be perfectly fine. So but yeah, I really love this stuff. This might be like my third one. I don't know. Next up in here is another lip balm product. This is the Bite Beauty Agave, I think called lip mask or lip treatment, something like that. It's not on here. I don't remember. This is the stick form. So, I mean, it rolls up. You can't really see. There's a little bit left on the top there. It smells so good. It's Agave. What is it? Agave lip balm. Yeah. It smells so good. And I actually had this. It's like the lip mask. It's in the squeezy tube. And it was just so messy. And it was so thick and just hard to apply. And I just didn't love that packaging and that whole kind of concept of it. But I love this lip balm. I love it in the balm form. I would buy it again because I really enjoyed it. But the only reason I wouldn't buy it again is because I feel like I like the fresh lip balm or the Vaseline just as much. So, I don't know. I do enjoy that you don't have to use your fingers with this, and it's just as thick as like a lip balm that you put your finger into. I mean, I would definitely repurchase it if I would use it again. I really like this. Bite Beauty has really great products, and I think that their lip care selection is really nice. Alright, last two things here are candles, and I have only one, and I don't know how this happened because I feel like I've been burning candles nonstop, so I feel like next month I'm going to have several candles. This is a Bath & Body Works 3-wick candle in the fragrance Marshmallow Fireside. So this was in their fall collection this year and has a little sweater lid on it. The notes in here are toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, fire roasted vanilla, and crystallized amber, and it just smells like a marshmallow fireside. It smells like roasting marshmallows, kind of musky but sweet and warm. I really enjoyed this candle. I think I have one more left in my little candle collection, so I'll probably be burning that soon. So really love this candle, would definitely repurchase. Next up was actually a gift, and this is by Old Williamsburgh. It's in the fragrance Baked Pear. I've never heard of this brand before. I don't know where this is from. I don't know anything about it, but it's just like in this cute little jar, and I mean, it smells like a baked pear. A baked pear. It's sweet and fruity like pear, but kind of warm. So I enjoyed this candle. I thought it was really nice. It was super cute, like this little mason jar, and I don't know, I'd never seen it before, so I thought it was kind of fun. My last thing here, and this took me so long to go through, this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and this is in like the jumbo tube size. I think you get, how many ounces do you get? This is an 8-ounce tube of product, and maybe it's not a lot to some people because I think some people use this as like a body cream, and you can like it. I don't know if that's like specifically what it's made for, but I mean it's made for like really dehydrated or dry skin. It's safe for eczema, like all that kind of stuff. So I do think people use it as like a body cream. I use it as a face moisturizer, and since I got this 8-ounce squeezy tube of it, it lasted so long. I bought this, like, I feel like I've had this for like a year, and I'm serious, I've used it every single day. So I don't eat, sometimes twice a day. So I don't know how this lasted so long. So I really feel like I got my money's worth out of it. But what I love about this moisturizer is I feel like I have oily combination skin, and I feel like it works for me when I'm like my oiliest in the summer, and when I get even drier in the winter. I feel like it carries through both seasons, like all the seasons, and I feel like it's light enough to where it doesn't clog my pores or make me feel gross or like really thick on my skin. But at the same time, I can like really slather it on, and it feels like super hydrating. So it just is like somehow perfect for all of my skin needs. And I really love this. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you have dry skin or even if you have oily skin. My favorite thing to do with this moisturizer though is to mix it with other things. So in the morning I will use this moisturizer by itself, just under makeup, because I do feel like it's lightweight enough to do that. In the evenings I'll mix it with oils, like any of my facial oils or anything like that. You can make like a little skincare cocktail with this. I feel like it's a really good mixing medium for that kind of thing. So I really like to use this moisturizer specifically with oils. So I don't know why I like that so much, but I just feel like they pair really well together. So that's one of my favorite ways to use this moisturizer. It lasted me forever. At this point I am ready to try something else, but I do have like 2 travel sizes of this that are kind of halfway used, like I said about my other travel size things, like the awkward in between stage that I'm going to be using up. And I'm happy to use that. But yeah, man, I've had this for so long. It's been a good road. It's been a good journey. Well, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.